ladies and gentlemen. Today we got the IBF/WBC welterweight boxing champion of the world in the building with us here today, Mr. Errol, the Truth Spence Jr. Hey EJ, how are you doing today? Man, appreciate it. Thanks for having me. I'm doing good, man. I just finished sparring and training and things like that. I've been eating healthy and things like that, and then of course I've been listening to my coach and things like that. But I'm just excited to get back into the ring and things like that. This is a big fight for me against a great fighter in Yordenis Ugas, and we gonna put on a great show come April 16th. Yeah, Earl, I feel like there are a lot of people that can't wait for this fight. What has your camp looked like? What are some things that you've been focusing on, trying to improve on, the tools you've been sharpening specifically for this fight against Yordenis Ugas? I've been training hard. I don't really train specifically for no fighter. It don't really matter to me. I feel like I fought all the best fighters at 147. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm the big fish at 147 in the welterweight division, and I don't think there's a man out here that can beat me. You know what I'm saying? Man down. I'm a big fish. I'm the big fish at 147, the welterweight division. Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and things like that. Yeah, Errol. We were just wondering, what do you think that you bring to the ring that may be a problem for Yordenis Ugas? Obviously he is a relatively, he's also a large fighter for the welterweight division. You're also a relatively big welterweight, both very strong guys, relatively long guys. How do you prepare and plan to kind of take away those advantages of his height, even though you guys are around the same size and that reach? How do you kind of gauge the distance with a difficult opponent like that? I don't really worry about that too much, because in the gym I be sparring and fighting dudes that are even bigger than Yordenis Ugas. And one thing that I know that I bring to the table is that I've been training hard in the gym and things like that, and I just gotta go in there. It's like tunnel vision and things like that, and listen to my coach and things like that, and and things like that. Yeah. So Earl, how do you compare your resume to that of Yordenis Ugas, your opponent, coming this April 16th, live in Arlington, Texas, at the AT&T Arena? How do you compare your experience and your resumes? Yeah, man. Well, obviously, I fought Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. I beat Kell Brook for that world title in the UK and things like that. And I beat Danny Garcia and things like that. They said he punched hard. He's the hardest hitting 147 pounder in the welterweight division. But I beat him in unanimous decision, obviously, coming off an injury. And then even before that fight, before my accident, right before that, I got to fight Sean Porter. I beat Sean Porter, took his belt, told him to go sit down somewhere. That's my guy, Sean Porter. It's all love, though. But that was a fight. I could have easily boxed him on the outside, but I wanted to go in there, make it a dog fight, and beat him at his own style of fighting. And that's what I did, and things like that. Oh, also, Earl, you were supposed to fight Manny Pacquiao just about a year ago, not even a year ago maybe, but tell us about how hard that kind of process was, getting injured, having to pull out of that fight. What was that like for you? I wonder all of the emotions and thoughts that were going through your mind during that difficult time. I had that eye injury, and I had to pull out that fight with Pacquiao. I really wanted that fight. It was going to be an honor. Everybody was saying that I was scared of him. I was ducking him. But that was a great opportunity for me, and I would have loved to take that fight. Everybody knows I would have loved to take that fight. I feel like I would have beat Manny Pacquiao, but it is what it is, man, and things like that. But we gonna move on. Still big fish, 147 pounds at the welterweight division, and things like that. Well, Errol, thank you for your time. I know you're a busy man. We'll let you get back to training, and thank you for coming out, taking a break from that training, coming on with us, and telling us a little bit about your thought process in this training camp and heading into this fight with your Dennis Ugas, April 16th. We can't wait for this fight. I know you always come to perform, and the best of luck to you. Hey man, I appreciate that, and things like that.